Welcome to the Black Storytellers. My name is Kevin Marable, and today we have an amazing talent with us. We have actor Montreal Diggs. Montreal,
Hey,
how you doing, man?
oh man, I'm doing just fine. I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I'm great, man. Can't complain. Can't complain. It's great to have you on. I'm glad that you were able to take time out of your busy schedule and your busy day to
Uh,
talk with us, man. For
oh
sure.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. So I like to start every interview with a very simple question, but some might find it difficult to answer. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm
Okay.
all
That
ready.
that question is, who is Montreal Diggs?
Uh, well, Montreal Diggs is an actor, of course, an actor. I'm a proud father, four kids, two daughters, two sons. Um, I'm more of a handyman, country boy. Um, I do it all, man. I fix cars. Work on houses. I could lawn and gardening. I do everything, man. I do it all. So, who I am, I'm just an all around, all American guy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
American muscle.
Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So okay, so you're a family man, you're a father of four,
Yes,
two
sir.
boys and two girls. Wow.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
10. One of my daughters 10. The other daughter is 19. My son's 21 and 22.
Okay. All right. So yeah, so you're close to the finish line, but you still got a little ways to go with the 10-year-old.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I know, right?
It's all good, man. It's all good. I commend you. It's always good to have proud Black fathers on and be able to talk to you guys. That's just outside of what it is that you do, for your career. But you've been acting for roughly 7 years now. What got you into acting?
Um, what made me want to start acting?
Yes.
Okay, what made me want to start acting was well, I would say like all my life, like I've always taken enjoyment in entertainment, like entertainment and entertaining people.
Mm,
I used to be that kid that used to stand in the middle of the living room floor, and my family would have me dancing and entertaining the family and all that kind of stuff back in the day. You know, I'm more old school with it. We used to have to put on talent shows every Saturday at the house with me, my cousins and my brothers. Um, and I just feel like I was born to do it, man. You know, all my life I've known how to play my role. And life is really a movie. That's why a lot of writers they write things that's like life experiences. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But basically, like one day before I started acting, I was at home with my woman, and I said we was watching a movie, and I was like, I can do that. And then she was like, do what? I said I can act, and she said you can't act. I said I can. She said do something right now. So I freestyled something right then. You know what I'm saying? I did something off the top, and then she got teary eyed, and she was like, shoot. She was like, that was good, and I was like, real. She was like, yeah. I was like, well, I'm an actor now. She like, for real? I said, yeah, I'm gonna look into it. I said, I'm gonna get into acting classes. I'm gonna find out who take headshots, what I need, start building. I took half of my Facebook friends. I had 5,000 friends. I took half and deleted a lot of people that were just taking up space and added writers, directors, other
Mm,
actors. You know what I'm saying, in the city, and
hmm
I just started growing from there. I grew my acting career from that. You know what I'm saying, and so it was just then I just I hadn't looked back since. I needed somewhere to put my focus.
Right. Right.
And I felt like acting saved me. You know what I'm saying? It gave me a purpose. Um, I had a story to tell, and I know how impactful I am. And I feel like this God's given.
Yeah, yeah. And so, where did you begin in acting? Did you get your start in theater, or did you have a few movie roles or commercials? Where did you start?
I think my first role was theater. Yeah, it was in theater. I did a. Oh yeah, my first role was in theater. I did a play called Girl I Got You, and I was
Hmm.
one of the leads in it. And I did such a great job, family and everything. It was a sold out show. I had a sold out show. I had sold like 530 tickets
Wow.
myself. Yeah, so and everybody was like, "You did such a great job," and I was like, "Oh yeah, I want to do this again." And then my next stage play was it was Mama's Boy
Hmm.
with Priest out of Atlanta, and it had Robin Givens in it,
Okay.
Columbus Short,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, it had a lot of big names in it. Jack K from 227, um, Lil G from Silk. You know what I'm saying? It had a lot of big names in it, and I actually stepped in the I went to the play to watch the play, and after I wanted to meet the actors and the
Hmm.
director, so I introduced myself. I said, "Hey, I'm an actor out of Dallas," and I was like, "I look forward to working with you one day." And they was like, well, "What you doing today?" And I was like, "Nothing after this." And he was like, "You want to play a role being a cop?" And I was like, "Yeah." So he put me on a police shirt. That was my second play. I just stumbled across that.
Wow.
Yeah, and everything after that has been films and so many other stage plays.
Yeah. What was it like meeting Columbus Short and Jackie Harry and uh, what'd you say, Little G,
Lil G, Robin Givens, yeah.
Robin Givens? Yes.
Oh man, it was definitely an experience, a great experience because I haven't met at that time I hadn't met other celebrity actors and stuff like that. I've always knew rappers and all that because where I come from, I knew a
Mm.
lot of like all the Jeezys, the Ti's, and all that, the Plies, the Pimp C Bun B's. I knew them because I come from the music side.
Okay.
But the when I met those actors, I was like, man, I grew up watching y'all on TV. Like, this is crazy. Like, I was kind of starstruck, but at the same time, I was like, I'm me at the same time. It was like, what do y'all get a load of me? You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying?
Uh-huh.
So I was kind of like, they was kind of standoffish. I didn't want to do too much talking to them because they asked for you not to talk with the celebrities that much. But when
Okay.
I saw them, I was just like, yo, they look like TV. Yeah, like I saw on TV. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
got to be an amazing experience, especially early on in your career, and all of a sudden you're on a stage play with such big names, man. That's pretty dope.
All right.
Yeah. You said that you come from music. What did you do before acting and music?
I used to be with Swisher House, the rap
Really?
label. Yeah, with
Yeah.
Paul Wall and Comedian there. I used to hang with them a lot, and
Wow. Okay.
they used to come to Dallas, and I used to be with them a lot. So, um, but I used to hang around Greg Street.
Hmm. Hmm.
He now moved to Atlanta, and when I would be around Greg Street or whatever, and they'll be coming to do shows, like the rappers or whatever come do shows, and I used to be on the stage with them. So, and I
Okay.
was like the youngest one of the crew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Of Greg Street and them crew. But me and Paul Wall and Kamina, we were around the same age. But that's how I started out. And then from there, I started hanging around the guys that sung My Dougie, Lil
Yeah.
Will, and Rude Boy. At the time, I was hanging around them, and I was hanging around a guy named Big that be with Chris Brown and Lil Wayne now.
Hmm.
Um, and that's how it went from there. And I just knew, like I like I'm around this stuff. I'm around the entertainment life. I like
Hmm.
this is where I belong. This is where I need to be on TV. You know what I'm saying? I need my face there or whatever.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. So within the time span of you acting from theater and also getting into films, um, before we talk about your films and some of the projects that you've been in, uh, what have you learned within this time span that has helped you develop as an actor?
Um. Well, I learned more of feel feel my character, know who my character is, the what's, the wins, the wheres, where am I at.
Hmm.
Um. I learned a lot of patience, delivery.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying in my lines and stuff. So those like the big things that I've learned in this acting game, like all this time, because I used to rush through everything, just say my lines, and like now what you got to say. Now it's more of
Yeah.
a conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's
It's
what
more pacing.
yeah, pacing,
Yeah.
conversation, understanding what's going on in the scene, the scene objective, the overall objectives. Like, you know what I'm
Mm.
saying? What's the whole story about, and understanding your character and who you are. Yeah,
Right.
so that's what I learned more. Um, growing more as an actor now, because I used to just be saying stuff back in the day. Like a few years ago, I was just like say stuff, whatever. Just like, okay, give me a script, I'm gonna say it. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? No, now it's more about delivery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And so I've read that you've been involved in over 41 projects. Is that correct?
A little bit off. I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's been 43. It'd be
43 projects.
yeah,
Okay.
43. Yeah,
and and that's to include Distinguished Robbers, which is a new project that you're in. You're also in the Elite Society, Holding the Devil In, Please, Cream, Heavier, and much more. I'm only naming the ones that I'm familiar with, and that to me that are more notable. But I'm sure there's plenty of other projects that are also notable, and we could go down that list for a while. But those are the
yeah,
ones
yeah.
that stood out for me for sure.
Yeah, we got so many of them. There was more of the big ones like Quick Money, Bid for Love
Yeah.
2, that's on BET. We got Brooklyn, that's about to drop on BET.
Okay.
Um, man, it's so many big ones, man. Thick of the Beer, Sweet of the Juice about to come out. That's a big one.
Right. Yes,
Uh,
and we're gonna get into that
oh,
because
okay,
I wanna ask you first and foremost about Distinguished Robbers. Can you
okay.
talk a little bit about what that film is about and who your character is in that film and what your role is?
Well, I played the character of Ohaji. Um, and the film is about um us six brothers. We get in a tight bond with five brothers and one close best friend that's more like a brother to us.
Hmm.
Um, we are in a tight bond. Everybody's in a tight bond uh with losing, probably about to lose their house. One his daughter needs a heart transplant. And like
Hmm.
it's just like we all is in tight bonds, you know, just to name just a few.
Right.
Um and we trying to figure out a plan of how to get this money. Oh, we was about to lose. Our moms is about to lose their house and our land. The state was about to take the house and land. So we was all in tight bind, and we had to figure out how we was gonna get this money. We knew the fastest way to get this money was to rob a bank. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? So we end up connecting with other guys, the bad guys. Well, I end up connecting with the bad guys that I knew who knew the bank how to rob a bank or whatever, and they gave me the information, and I took the information, I took it over to my brothers, and we end up robbing the bank before they did. So we robbed that bank before they got to rob the bank. So um, that's what that's about. Like I said, I play Ohaji. More of my character is I was the ladies' man, the lover, the cheater. I had a wife, but I was dating different women here and there, like cheating with different women. I was
Yeah.
the hothead of the crew. Yeah, I was the wild one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I stayed in trouble. I stayed between two guys, my brothers and the other guys. It's just I was all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And you were also in a couple of these other films, but Please is one of the ones that stood out to me. I haven't had a chance to watch the film, but I saw the preview, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, that one looks crazy, man.
Yeah, you gotta watch, please, man.
You got
Yeah,
to
please.
talk a little bit about Please, if
I
you
think
could,
it have like 80 million views, man. It's like first of all, it made #1 on Tubi, most popular.
man.
But a little bit about Please, man. She's so the character of Dalen was played by China out of Detroit.
Hmm.
What happens is she something happened to her when she was a kid, and when she grew up, she I would say she grew up, and it kind of took. Okay, I'm gonna just tell you what happened. When she was a kid,
Uh-huh.
she she was molested by her uncle, and she eventually killed him. So when she grew up, she every guy that she would meet that will play her, she would
Okay.
find a way to lure him down to the basement to kill him. So
Mm.
I was the one. Unfortunately, they got killed by because I was cheating on her again. Like she fell for me. I
Yeah.
end up cheating on her with my stepsister. Not to go too deep in on the movie for the ones who haven't saw, but have seen the film or whatever. But I end up cheating with my stepsister, steps as a quote unquote, and we got caught. And
Hmm.
that's how I ended up in that basement. And every guy after that was trying to talk to her because she was an attractive female, if she felt like they was up to something, they was down there in that basement with me getting tortured.
She would get him. She would get him. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out, man. Because that definitely looked interesting for
Yeah,
sure.
you got to check that one out, man. That's the crazy one. That's what everybody know me by now. When I'm in public, they be like, "You the guy from Please." Yeah, you guys say they look like little baby. It was I like, yeah,
Well, let me ask you this: how does that feel? How does that aspect of things feel when you're starting to get a little bit of that? You're starting to get the taste of stardom. And I know you said earlier you've been around a lot of other music acts as well, so I'm sure you've gotten a taste of that from
yeah,
that time period too. But what has it been like when they're stopping you and they say, "Oh my God, are you the guy from Please? Or are
yeah.
you the guy from Distinguished Robbers? Or some of these other films that you've been in?"
Well, yeah, you're right. I have always been around the limelight, celebrities and everything like that. I was the one who having real $100 bills on my car back in the day. I was very popular for doing crazy stuff.
Man.
A lot of jewelry, so I was very popular. I'm one of the legends out of Dallas. I'm an icon, honestly. But as far as a film, it's a different light, and I love it because I love the way I make people feel,
Hmm.
and I'm relatable. I'm lovable. A lot of people see me and be like, "Oh man, you so cool." So it's like, even though I play these characters, it make most of the characters I played, these roles I played, is really me.
Hmm.
So the people when they see me, they be like, "Hey, what's up?" And I be like, open arms, like, "Hey, how you doing?" Hug them, whatever, whatever. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I like the way I make people feel, man. I like because it don't take much to make somebody feel good. You can be the type of person. I don't think it can be somebody, a random stranger walk past you. And you can be like, "Hey, how you doing? Nice shoes."
Hmm.
Just something so simple like, "Oh, it don't cost you nothing to compliment somebody,"
Right.
and just for someone to recognize and see your shoes, it's like, oh, like you never know. That person might have been all day like, should I wear these shoes or these shoes, and put those on. And the person that me at my caliber, at my level, if I compliment you in your shoes, it's gonna mean a lot to you.
Hmm.
So that's
Hmm.
how I feel about um making people feel alive. Because when I make them feel alive and make them feel seen, it make me feel alive, and make me feel
Right.
seen. So it's like an exchange energy, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm big on, energies. So I love it. I love the attention. It don't go to my head, but I love the attention of how the excitement and enjoyment when they see me.
Yeah.
Because everywhere I go now, I can go to the gas station and they gonna be like, "You the guy from such and such." I go to Walmart, Target, "You the guy from such and such," and then they smile. "Can I get a picture?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's take a picture." You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? And I ask for a picture too. Can we get a picture together? And I put it on my page. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just more of a people person, man.
Yeah, and that's dope that you're also open and willing to take pictures and shake people's hands and talk to them for for a minute or two, and just let them know, like, thank you for acknowledging me as an artist or as an actor, and let me also acknowledge you back, as the fan, and
Right. Because they're
show
important too.
love
You know
to
what I'm
the
saying?
fans. Yeah.
Yeah, they're important too. Just because I act or I got a talent of acting, you know what I'm saying, don't mean that I'm better than you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Mhm.
Because I just found my way. That's like I said, I found my way 7 years ago, and I'm 42 now. So all through my life, I was 35 when I found acting. So you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
anybody can do it. You know what I'm saying? It just hit me. Like I said, it hit me one day. That's what I'm doing. So you can't think that you better than the next person. You know what I'm saying? That's why I like making people feel
Mhm.
like love, light. I
Yeah.
give I give them more attention than they give me. When they say, "Do I know y'all?" Yeah, I hug on them and rock them. I do more than that, more than they do. You know.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. You won Best Actor award for the international at the International Film Festival, and you
Yes,
were
sir.
also nominated for Best Lead Actor in Heavier. How did that feel to be acknowledged in such a high regard and to receive that award?
Man, honestly, I was like, about time. Nah, but nah. Honestly, though, man, this all we just keeping it all the way a buck, keep it a buck with you, man. I was like, okay, this cool,
Hmm.
but I appreciated being the best actor, winning best actor. But it's like my mom passed away, and it's like it kind of hit me where I was like, but
Mm.
she's not here to celebrate with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it kind of took the enjoyment of the excitement of like knowing that I won, which it means a lot to me. Honestly, it means a lot. It do means a lot to me that I won best actor. Like yes, okay, like to be recognized. You know what I'm saying? To
Mm.
know that my talent is good enough that to win best actor up against so many other people that I'm running up against. You know what I'm saying? Especially in another state because
Yeah.
I won in another state. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like being nominated, that feel even better because the people that I'm running up against. I'm up against Norman Nixon and Miguel Nunez
Right.
from
Yeah.
Juwanna Man. So I'm up against them right now. So that's even that means a lot to me.
Right.
But so the thing is, even if I don't win, it's like you know who I am. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. And it's still the acknowledgement you got nominated. Not everybody gets nominated. And so it's still a big deal at the end of the day, and it just showcases the fact that, people acknowledge your acting skills and your acting ability.
Right. That's what it be about right there, to the acknowledgement. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, it's cool to win Best Actor or the trophy or whatever, but it's
Mm.
just always been that thing with me where I want my mom here to celebrate these moments, and she's not. So therefore, it's like it's cool still that I won it, but what's the next film that I'm about to do? Like,
Yeah,
the ball keep rolling. I ain't done yet. I still got more to do to make you proud. So it's one of those. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely. Now, Thicker the Berry, is that project out yet?
No, it hasn't dropped yet. From
Okay.
what I heard it's gonna come out in June, and I
Okay.
don't know what's the holdup and why they haven't released because they need to release it because
Yeah.
it's probably my best work. A lot of people say they like me in Please and they like me in Distinguished Robbers and Heavy, but Think of the Bear is my best work so
Mm.
far. I know I feel it. I'm hard on myself. I grade myself real bad, but when I was at the premiere, I was like, oh yeah, I'm satisfied. I love this light on me. It's a different role. Um, and I just can't wait for it to drop. I can't wait, man, because it's gonna open people up in a different light for me. You know what I'm saying? To see me
Absolutely.
in a different light.
Yeah. And do you play a lead role or lead character in that film?
Yes, I'm a lead. I'm the lead in it. I play Khalil in it. My best friend is Cherish, and we are the leads in it.
Okay. All right. Well, we won't do a deep dive into that because it's not out yet. So, once it does come out, I'll be sure to to help promote it. Post about it, and maybe we can have some folks from the cast on, or something like that, or have you back to talk more about it when it does come out.
Right. I could tell just a little bit about it. I play the
Okay.
boy next door, and
Uh-huh.
my best friend is Cherish. We grew up together. She's been through everything from losing her father. You know what I'm saying? I grew up having to be the protector, having to be the provider for her and her mama
Hmm.
and my mom. So it's like I said, it's a great role for me because it showed the softer side. It showed I didn't play the thug guy. You know what I'm saying? Which they got the thug in it, and
Hmm.
we switched roles in it. Instead of me playing the thug, he played the thug, and I played the boy next door. And it
Okay.
all worked out. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But everybody's gonna love it. It's a aw cute story. A lot of women gonna love it. I promise you, a lot of women gonna love it.
So it's along the lines of like on the romantic side, or is
it
what genre would you say the film is?
it's more like the love and basketball.
Okay.
If you follow me, something like that.
Romance drama. Got
Romance, drama, kids. We young. We college students. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. Like we both fight. We fight our feelings
Uh-huh.
for each other for so long. I was the player guy in college, with high school and college, and I just overlooked her because she was the girl next door.
Mhm.
But I always it took for me to see her go through pain um, with the hood guy for me to actually see her. And
Right.
after I started seeing her, I opened up and we had a heart to heart moment. And that's when you know, I can't, like I said, I got to stop there. So people, you know what I'm saying, they're going to people like, oh, you know, so.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I'll make sure that it's showcased in the right light. But aside from Think of the Berry, another project that is about to happen is Fatal. You're gearing up to begin shooting another film called Fatal.
Yes,
What
sir.
can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I actually started filming Fatal Friday. I fly out
Okay.
tomorrow to go to Atlanta. Um, Fatal is gonna be another good one, man. It's a lot of all stars in it. I can't give none of the story away on that one, but it's
Right.
a lot of big names in there. In the independent market, like China is in it. China is in it. The one I did Please with, she's
Mm-hmm.
in it. Jovan out of Detroit, he's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Fancy's in it. Brandon Lee, he's in it. Peasy. This Peasy first film was his own first film, but he was in Quick Money with me. For those, y'all need to go watch Quick Money too. It did numbers too as well. And we shot that in Detroit.
Okay.
Um, but yeah, it's a lot of names in it. Like a lot of the to be favorites is in this one. Ebony is
Yeah.
in it. It's so many people that's in it, man. That's
There's,
making noise.
there's a couple of my guys in it as well. Tyrone Betters,
Oh yeah, he's in it.
Daytwan Williams, and
Daytwan in it. Okay, Daytwan is in it.
and
Yep.
um, and,
JJ.
and Abe Lopez, I believe.
Oh, Abe Lopez is definitely in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Tyrone is in it. Yeah. Yeah. I think he played like a cop.
Yeah.
Cop or no, he played uh um uh it's someone in the courts.
Okay. Like a bailiff or
Yeah,
something.
not a bailiff. He's a like a lawyer.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, prosecutor. That's exactly
Prosecutor.
what it is. He's a prosecutor. Yes.
Okay. Now you've also worked with some independent heavy hitters like Kendra King, Dennis Reed, Tommy Dunn, Demarcus Bailey. What has it been like working with them on their projects?
Yeah, man. It's all it's been so much love on the Snoop Robinsons, the
Yeah.
legendary Snoop Robinsons. I worked with him. Man, so many. But it's just it's great working with them, man. It's so much good energy on set. Shout out
Hmm.
to Demarcus Bailey. He just had the Creep. It did like 12 million views.
Yeah.
Right, it's at 12 million views right now. It was dope working with Demarcus Bailey. I did Love and Drugs 2 with him. He
Hmm.
booked me for a Black Diamond with him and Snoop Robinson. But they made me feel comfortable on set. Kendrick King, you know, it's my heart right there. That's my sister, like my sister right there, man. It's always a great time working with her on set. Uh, then the food is delicious on set, but the food is delicious. But yeah, with Kendrick, man, she's a strong writer.
Hmm.
It's never no pressure on set. Um, she just asks everybody to know their lines, so it won't be a lot of wasted time on set.
Right.
Um, yeah, she's up and coming. She's on fire right now, man. She's over Distinguished Robbers and Thicker the
Yeah.
Berry, Sweeter the Juice. So
Yes.
both of those is my top five best films. Tommy Dunn, it was great working with him. I think we shot that movie about 5 years ago.
Hmm.
It never released. It never came out. Um,
Okay. Okay.
Dennis Reed. Oh man, it's so great working with Dennis Reed, man, because Dennis gonna teach you some things. You know what I'm saying? While you're on set, he's a great director. You know what I'm saying? Which all these people I just named were great directors.
Hmm.
Um, Working with Dennis, he pulled it out of you. He gonna pull that skill out of you. You know, he ain't gonna just let you put out anything. He gonna keep it up front with you. He's
Hmm.
a more of a realist. You know what I'm saying? He gonna tell you if it's trash, it's trash. You know what I'm saying? If it was good, it's good. He gonna give you your props. So I love working with Dennis, man. I look forward to working with him again. I have a lot of stuff in the future that's about to, you know what I'm saying, just coming up
Hmm.
um, with Dennis. Yes, but also I work with Director Cricket in Atlanta. We're doing a movie called Brooklyn right now. Where we actually on one more day of filming. It's BT. He's dope too,
Hmm.
and Jonathan Milton. Oh, and I'm working with I just thought about it, and I got 45 movies booked for because I'm Shannon Washington out of Houston, Texas. We're
Okay.
filming a movie in Arizona
Okay.
next month, and he's another great director, man. I've been trying to work with this guy for since I started acting 7 years ago, and I finally got my chance now. I'm a lead in one in his film. It's called The Jealous Ex.
Uh-huh.
Man, Arthur Muhammad, Mr. Carter Hyde, man. I did, like I said, Be It for Love for him. He's great work with him. Man, this list goes on and on, man.
I
I have a
know.
lot. It's a lot. It's a
I
lot,
know
man.
there's a
But
lot,
thank
a lot
God,
of
though. Thank
names.
you, God.
Yeah, there's a lot of
God's
names.
glory.
That some of them I mentioned, some of them I excluded, but not to say that they weren't great. It's just that there was a lot of names to choose from, so I just kind of picked from some of the names that I'm familiar with.
Oh,
Uh,
no doubt, no doubt. Yeah,
yeah,
I just had to basically shout him out. That's all, just I had to shout him out.
right. Now you're from Dallas, Texas, or are you from Fort Worth?
No, I'm from Dallas,
You're from
Texas.
Dallas. Okay. One of my questions is Texas, just Texas as a whole, has definitely been on the rise as of late. There's a lot of talent bubbling up from Texas. From your perspective, what does it take for you to get the attention that you feel you deserve for your talent, being in an area that is still up and coming, and there's really not a huge a TV film space in your location, in your
I feel
region?
like I feel like you got to stand out, man.
Mhm.
Honestly, you got to be. It's a million actors in Dallas. And when I got in it, I thought I was gonna be the only actor in Dallas. I said I don't have no choice but to make it big because I'm gonna be the only actor out of Dallas. And
Yeah,
Dallas is a big city. But I found out when I got an acting class that it's some hard hitters out here, and it's some celebrities out here that's just from here. Like man, it's a lot of actors in Dallas. So the
yeah,
thing is, you got to stand out. You
mhm,
got to you got to have the skills when you stand out, because if you're standing out and you don't have the skills, it's gonna be like, he just, look, no, you know what I'm saying. So um those are the things that, and it just, you got to have it, man. It's
mhm,
just one of them things where I feel like you just got to have it, because with me, I had to really I had to really fight against a lot, because I was flashy. I had the cars, I had the jewelry, I had that. So they didn't take me serious at first.
uh-huh,
So you have to really have the skills to match your look.
right,
And because it's a lot of dope actors out here that's like, I would think better than I am. You know what I'm saying? But they get looked over, and it's sad, because I don't like that. I don't like that they get looked over. That's why when I do my film, I'm putting them in mind.
mhm,
But it's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? But in Tubi, but that's how I go in the Tubi world, in the independent market world,
right,
like you said. But in mainstream, it don't matter if you have 100 followers, as long as you got the talent, the look, whatever that they match. But more of the movies that I do is independent. They want the look, the talent, the gift, the gab, the swagger, all that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
Um, and you just kind of spoke to it right now, but what do you do to stand out when you are actually auditioning for the role? How do you set yourself apart from the next man?
I definitely own that room. I own the room.
Mm,
Well, I'm gonna come dressed as, and when I get the sides, I'm gonna come in that character. I'm
hmm
gonna walk in, and if my character's more of a street guy that rob purses, that take purses, whatever, I'm gonna come in with black gloves on,
Yeah,
with a mask on and a hoodie. I'm gonna walk in the room, and it's gonna make the room be like, is he finna rob us? Is he about to rob us? You know what I'm saying? So I'm
yeah,
gonna dress the part first. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Um, I engage with the people that sit behind the desk. You know what I'm saying? The
mhm,
producers or whatever, the writers, the directors that sit behind. I'm gonna engage, which I'm gonna make sure I look everybody in the eyes. I'm gonna
mm,
make sure I shake your hand. You gonna feel me? I'm gonna give you a firm handshake. I'm
mhm,
gonna get a soft handshakes to the women. I'm gonna be charming, smile a lot,
mhm,
smile more, big smile.
mhm,
And know your lines. Understand what's going on in the scene. Like,
right,
you'll have a 3 to 5 page side, but make sure you read everything in there and find out who is this person. So I spend more time looking at my script, trying to figure out who is this person. What do he want? Like, what do he want in this? You know what I'm saying? What is he going for? So now, even if I don't remember a certain line, I know I understand the scene and what's going on, and I'm able to pick up on it. So, and that's what directors look for. They look for, if you drop a line, can you keep the ball rolling when people will still understand the story? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then I just try to become another thing, one of their family members or one of their friends. So when I'm there, I make them feel like I want to work with this guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
If not this project, I want to work with him on another project. I want to remember him because who was that one guy came in with some black gloves on?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely. And something that I've heard more often recently is you book the room, you don't necessarily book the role. You go in there to, with hopes to book the role, but at the end of the day, you want to book the room,
Right.
because you want the people that are behind the desk to remember you. And if you're not good for that role or perfect for that role, and they decide to go with the next person, you still want them to consider you for something else, another project down the road, or maybe another role within that film or within that project. So you book the room, not as much the role.
That's exactly. I've been through that a lot of times. It'd have been a time I don't get the role, and I'll be like, oh man, I ain't get it. And then like 6 months will pass by, and I get an email, hey,
Hmm.
are you free? Or and it'd be a whole nother movie. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? And like we wanted to work with you. We saw something that we liked in you. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot. A lot of times you go like that. You know, a lot of people they take it to heart when they go into an audition,
Hmm.
and they know they did good. They feel like they did good. Throw the sides away, and then they don't get the role, and they just be like, I'm ready to give up. No, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't like that. No, like nah, because I know I went extra hard, but sometimes it wasn't about that. Maybe it was about the look. You
Hmm.
didn't match the look of it. You know what I'm saying? Of their character, or whatever. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It just happens. So you can't take in the acting. You can't take it to heart. You can't. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the most sensitive industry, but you can't take it to heart when you get a no,
Yeah.
because the next one might be a yes. You know?
Absolutely. You just got to keep pushing, and give it your all, give it your best, and what's for you, what's meant for you is for you, and it'll happen.
Definitely.
Um, so, what type of roles do you feel best suit you? What type of roles do you feel like you're strongest in?
Well, I feel like I'm strongest in after Thick of the Berry now. Um, I see that I'm stronger in that area, but I want to play that. I want to play a boxer
Mhm.
like Creed,
Yeah.
like something like that, and I feel like that would be my strongest. But I just haven't got to open up that light yet, and open up that world yet. But so far it had to be the lover boy, the one that can whoa a woman, that can um you know what I'm saying, tell them that you're beautiful and they really feel like you're beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like more of the Denzel Washington. He say if he's on set, his scene partner need to fall in love with him for real.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how he want him to be like that. And
Mhm.
that'll let him know he did a great job.
Right.
So and that's how I am. I want more roles like that because I feel like I'm strong with it. I feel like I'm comfortable with
Mhm.
that. And when you comfortable in your role, you know how to deliver your lines, and it just comes off like Jordan with the layup, so easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to mention that I saw in a recent Instagram post that you were prepping for a boxing role. Um, is that an actual role that you are prepping for, or you're just kind of manifesting it
I
to
I got the. It's actually like manifesting, but at the same time, it's like I got the call back on it, so it's like I'm just when you start going up high like that, you might get a call back, and then they want to see more of it. Then you get
right?
another call back, and then you know what I'm saying, want to see more. So that's one of those things. And I'm just like, I'm gonna make sure I put my skills everywhere, not just on the audition tape, or not just in the audition room. It's gonna be on Instagram. So when they type in Montreal Diggs official on my Instagram, they're gonna see like, oh, this guy he can box for real. Like, oh, it's just a grind for me, man. I hustle so
Yeah,
hard. I'm gonna put Montreal everywhere. So
yeah,
when you see me, even if you looking at to book somebody else, if you follow me on Instagram, you're gonna be like, hold on now, we may want to try to see what's up with Montreal first. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
he's showing out. So, but it's basically manifesting because I know what's gonna come. I'm gonna book everything I say I'm gonna do. I do it. So
Hmm.
I know it's gonna come. It's just I just hope that my body, I hope my body is able to do it by that time, man. Because no, I'm getting up there, man. I'm 42, like I said, and I
Hey,
gotta, yeah, man.
all good. It's all good. And that's one thing that I definitely like about everybody that I've spoken to from Texas. You guys have a different approach when it comes to your hustle, your mentality, how you let yourself be seen, and in the different ways that you showcase that. And that is a really great tip, I believe. Is you audition for the role, you get a call back, but you don't just sit and wait on the call back. You also put forth the effort to showcase even more through your social media and your other platforms. So when they do go searching for you, there's more within that role or within that space that they can actually see it and actually see it presented in front of them, so it becomes more of a reality for them.
Right,
Yeah,
that's
I like
true.
that. Yeah, I like that a lot. And not everybody does that. A lot of times people just submit their self tape or do their audition and walk away. And
Nah, you're right. But
yeah.
then at the same time, you got to keep pushing. But at the same time, it's like sometimes I just stuck my foot in my mouth because I auditioned for something and
Hmm.
auditioned for something else within that week, and and I'm waiting for my answer, and I'm just like, okay, they picked everybody except me, so I guess I should move along. And I go to another audition, and I book that, and then they'll call me and say, we want you for a role. Now I'm double booked, and I'm like, well, okay, what's the film days? And they be like, well, we filming March 3rd, and we filming March 3rd. I'm like, so now
Mm,
you got to pick. So
man.
it's like, it can also backfire. I done had that happen to me several times. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Grinding so much, submitting so much on Instagram, booking, and then that may be the role that you actually wanted. That's paying
Right.
the most. That's
Right.
that you wanted to do. But now you can't do it because you done signed contracts to be in this other movie.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying? And you went to both auditions in the same week. And
hmm.
one person waited a week to call you back. The other person called you back the same day or the next day.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
gotta watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good takeaway for a lot of these up and coming actors as well. Is just to give it time, give it patience, give it grace. If they want you, they are going to reach back. But I also understand at the same time, it's a grind, it's a hustle. You want to make sure that you're booked. It's work at the end of the day, so you have to you got to keep things constant. So I definitely understand that.
Especially being a full time actor. I'm full time, so
Oh
I
wow.
gotta so I pay the bills.
Wow,
Yes,
man.
sir.
So, and how long you been full time?
Um, 6 years.
Wow, man.
Yeah,
Yeah. To be able to sustain that in the independent circuit, um, just goes to show how much you're hustling, you're grinding, and you're staying busy. Uh,
right. Gotta
and
stay
you,
busy, commercials and everything. Gotta do what you gotta do. Which I have, you have the side hustles like house flipping and stuff. I do like some different things. I had the box truck,
mm,
things make the money or whatever, and then the house sold, and
mm,
then you can pay the bills with that too. But other
yeah.
than that, like acting, I can get up and go. Like today, if they need me in LA, I can book a flight and be gone. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, awesome.
Hmm.
Are you looking to land roles in, for major studio projects and major TV networks, or do you like working specifically in the independent
Uh,
market?
the goal is to go mainstream. I'm trying to go there. I'm trying to book with 50. Trying to book with the Adam Sandlers and you know what I'm saying. I'm trying. It ain't as easy as you know, but that's why I want to be. And in the meantime, it's independent. You know what I'm saying? Like I done a few mainstream projects, but it's just like where do I want to be?
Right.
Definitely mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Because it can't stay in the independent market forever because there's always a new actor coming in and he coming, so it's gonna bump you out the way. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. It's always an underdog that's sneaking up.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to go. I would love to go mainstream, which I booked with 50 before. I
Mm.
booked a film called Against the Grain, and I was a lead in it. It was a TV series. It hadn't came out,
Okay.
and I'm actually waiting for the table read, but it's been a year.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. So I don't know if they're still doing the project, but from people that I know that's mainstream, they say,
Possibly. Yeah.
yeah, people that do mainstream, they say, hey, they can call you 2 years from now and say, hey, we ready. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just
Right.
so I'm still waiting, but
Yeah.
that's definitely where I want to be.
Okay. Yeah. They're always pitching to different networks, and see who is willing to pick up a new series, or a new project, at all times. And now that all the strikes are over, everybody's back to work. It's going to be a process there too to get things greenlit. So I'm sure they're working behind the scenes, and it's probably just a matter of time before you hear something.
Yep.
Yeah,
What state are you in?
I'm in Virginia.
Virginia. Oh yeah, I like Virginia. They got good fruit out there. Good
Yeah,
grapes and strawberries.
yeah.
Oh,
I'm about 40 minutes outside of DC, so I'm more so on the northern side of Virginia.
I'm scared of DC. I had some big rats in DC when I was out there. Yeah, I
It,
was.
hey,
Yeah.
it ain't quite like New York, but yeah, we're
It
up
was
there.
worse than New York to me. They was in the grass, climbing trash cans. I was walking down the sidewalk, and they one ran in front of me. I turned around to go the opposite way. One ran around that way. I was like, "Oh God!" I just went to my hotel and said, I'm not going nowhere till tomorrow. To my flight, I'm gone."
Oh man.
Yeah, I stayed in, but yeah, I'm in Virginia often, DC
Okay.
often. Yeah, Baltimore. Yeah,
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
yeah.
You got to let me know next time you in the area, man, for sure.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt,
Yeah.
definitely.
Let me ask you, what's next for you? I know you have Fatal that's coming. And I'm sure you have a few other projects you probably can't talk about because they're in the works. But maybe something else that you can speak on. I heard you say earlier that some of the actors in your area that get passed up on, but you would like to have them in your film.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
is producing and directing something that you're looking to get into as well?
This definitely,
Okay.
definitely. I'm definitely gonna do my own film. I just had to take a back seat on it because I'm booked for so much other stuff right now,
Hmm.
and I had to push my project to hopefully I can do it this summer, like July.
Hmm.
I'm actually gonna do a stage play as well. I'm gonna do two, but to answer your question, I can't talk about this. I'm doing another film with Kendrick King.
Okay.
We're supposed to start in April. It's uh Queen's Trip. We're gonna do
Queen.
Queen's Trip, and then we're gonna do in June. We're going to do Gigolo. I had to play a stripper. Oh my god,
Okay.
I had to play a stripper, so that's why I'm getting my body together right now. I'm losing my stomach, jogging a lot.
Got it.
Um, yeah, so we're working on that. Then of course, we got Distinguished Robbers too that we're working on. That we're gonna start working on. That should be dropping by the end of this year.
Mm.
Um, Man, it's I have so much, man. I'm booked for like 7 projects right now
Wow.
from
Yeah.
now to June.
Right. And that's how you
So
stay busy, and that's how you're able to do this full time is because, you make sure that you stay working.
yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
all right. Well, Montreal, this is the part of the episode where I like to give my guests the final word, and that could be a piece of advice that you were given, words of encouragement, or a quote that you like to live by. You can say all three if you want, or you can choose one. It's up to you.
Well, I would say words to live by, man. Just don't take a lot of stuff to heart, man. It's like, have fun. Always have fun. If you're not having fun, then what are you doing it for? If
Mm,
you as far as with acting too. Well, everything basically in life, basically, but especially in acting. It's like if you're not having fun, what are you doing it for? And that's my problem. That's why I was going wrong a few
mm,
years ago. an actor told me that because I was down, I was mad, man. I should have delivered this line different. And she was like, "Listen, man, if you're not having fun, what are you doing it for?"
Yeah.
And that stuck with me. And ever since then, that's why the movies I've been in lately has been so good. My performance has been good. I won't say great, but they've been good
Uh-huh.
because now I'm having fun in it. So I always have fun. Don't take the no's to heart. Keep going because it may be a yes. If you submit to 100 projects for a year, I'm pretty sure you'll at least get four
Hmm.
projects, and then you every 3 months you'll be working, doing something, just staying active, keep pushing, keep going, man. It's like because at the end of the day, if you're passionate about it, why give up on it? And
Right.
that's how I am. I'm passionate about it, and I'm not giving up. I have to die knowing I didn't make it. I'm gonna have to die knowing I made it. So that's just how it is with me.
Yeah. Absolutely, man. I love that. Well, Montreal, thank you so much for giving us your time, your expertise, talking about the many projects that you're involved in. I enjoyed this conversation a lot,
I
and
enjoyed you.
yeah, it was great having you on, man.
Oh man, I appreciate that, man. It was great, man. It was an honor to be on the Black Script.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, Montreal Diggs, everybody.
Yeah, man.